And one. Bing, bing, we're live. It's the Modern Fowler Scrum. It's a Monday. Woohoo. Stamatius and Sam in the house. It's just Stamatius. Maybe just start with you. Any updates from your side?
So unfortunately, I don't have anything new on my end. However, since I am back in the saddle for today, I do expect to get the engine revving again and back in action. So I will continue with the local support issue for the breadcrumbs that I experienced a week ago. Yeah, we'll just continue from there.
All right.
So blockers at the moment.
Sounds good. Thanks, Stamatius. And Sigu is here. Sigu! Hey, Sigu. How you doing?
I'm okay, Sam.
Can you hear us okay?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. It's a little bit faint, but I'll boost your audio on the call. Go right ahead. Anything going on with you?
No, nothing really interesting. Yeah, so preparing for the meeting tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah, our face-to-face meeting tomorrow. And I also have a couple of guys who are interested in joining us as from today, actually.
Oh, yeah? Cool. The more the merrier.
Yeah. So, let's see. I don't know whether they're shy or not. We have
hello.
A couple of guys in the house. I'm not sure if they can hear you.
But great to say, hey everybody! Hey, greetings from London. Greetings from London. Hello.
Just a minute. Now you can say that.
Greetings from London, everybody.
Out loud.
Hey everybody! Welcome to Agile Ventures. We're in the Modern Fowler Scrum. It's a Monday. We're just getting set up and getting ready for the week. Greetings from London. How are you doing all today? I think we've lost your audio there, Sigu, but I can see the smiling faces, so it's all good. It's good. Good stuff. But so, Sigu, nothing blocking you at the moment?
So, currently, no blockers, really. Only that I have a couple of guys who want to do Python and they don't have Python projects to join. Only data. I think it's data mining. That's the only one.
Oh, yeah.
They're looking at, yeah.
Oh yeah, you want to join the data mining, the deep learning mob on Thursday? Is that the?
Yeah, both of them might be. They might be interested in that.
Yeah, cool beans. Cool beans. Well, good stuff. Just reach out if you need access to materials, and this, that, and the other. Good show. Yeah, we might have to check on your. The audio's been rather faint. I mean, you're still using your nice new headset, but anyway, next time we'll look at it together tomorrow in our pairing session. Yeah, good stuff. All right, thanks, Sigu. And Nicola said, Nicola. Hello, Nicola.
Hello, how are you?
You all right?
Fine, yeah, reading a lot.
All right.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah. Anything?
Well, I have no blockers. I've been invited to the SHF project, so I did some contributions there.
All right.
And the other thing, Nick did some changes to fix the map on local support, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not opposed to the changes reverting what we did with Brent, but I would like to know at which point. I mean, I would like to learn how you will decide if we have to go back because it is an error, if we consider that an error, or at what point the other systems that are using our iframe should need to change.
Okay.
Because maybe it was a lack of miscommunication from our side, and I don't know.
Sure.
I would like to learn how you decide that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, we can definitely have a look at that at the end of the Scrum. Yeah. Anything else on your mind?
No.
All right.
Not right now.
Good stuff. All right.
Yeah. Sorry. the thing with Travis CI. So we have the clone shops. So maybe we can take a look at that this week and
totally
do the preparation for DevOps. Yeah.
Yeah. That would be very good to do. Definitely. I'll try that out on local support and then also move it on to website one. And also we should definitely do another complete. Did we finish the deploy of website one on Friday?
Yes. Yeah, we did it. Yeah.
Yeah. It went live on production, did it? Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good show. Great. Fantastic. Cool. All right. Yeah. So that's one item for the end there. Just looking at that local support bug. updates from me. I've been back working on the Anthony Powell Society database this morning. I've got hopefully it's the last round of tweaks that they want. The main kind of blocker for me is I need to get Office 365 installed on my local machine, because they're encountered, like, I'm using an older version of Access and they're on the 365, and I think if I'm going to get to the bottom of what they want, then I have to get into that. I had hoped to make further progress this morning. We've got this new paid project using React, the My Notebook thing, but I guess actually I'm sort of, well, I'm trying to find out if they're going to send us a new mobile specification for that, so maybe that's okay. I have made also further progress updating all the premium subscription data yesterday. I didn't get much sleep. I'm having a lot of coffee today. What's going on? We've got the Elixir mob coming up, which maybe we'll carry on working on Paranauts, which is going well. We've got our new Paranauts site set up. It's a Phoenix project. It is up. You go to paranauts.org. We have a very, very bland basic thing, but it's making progress. Again, we've got WebSockets working, I think, in the cloud, so we're quite pleased with that. Yeah, and then lots of other things happening today. After the Elixir mob, we've got there's the Beta Sasa Autograder meeting. We've got the what is it after that? We've got the Website One meeting, and then we've got the AV community meeting where, assuming that person turns up, and even if they don't, we're going to be awarding another contribution award, Agile Ventures Contribution Award, at that AV community meeting later today. That is our Scrum. Does anybody else have any important business that's been forgotten? In which case, that's the Scrum done. If people need to go, that's good. But we had one sort of hanging item, which was this was a kind of interesting bug. Actually, I heard about this on Friday evening. I had a big day out in London, actually, at the mayor's office on Friday, and with the big social prescribing meeting with the NHS, the National Health Service in the UK, and I'm still trying to process what that was all about after I reported it at some point, I guess. But then, unrelated to that, just late in the day, I got a message from our client for what do they call it? Our client for local support, who are Voluntary Action Harrow, and we had previously built mainly Brent had extended the functionality of local support system so that we could have like a part of our map from our site embedded in their site, and that had stopped working. And I'm just trying to bring up, so they've taken it off their front page because obviously it wasn't working. And then we go over here. Yeah, I'm gonna use that in a minute. Yeah, so this is the example of it not working. And we had a pull request from Nick over the weekend on how to fix this. So here it is trying to be pulled in and it's failing. And are you telling me, Nicola, that the failure on this is just related to the size? Like we'd made some additional changes to to make the whole site work for mobile, and it kind of had a knock-on impact on the embedded map?
Yes. I don't know why, but yeah, that is the case. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the change that Nick did, fix it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there, and so I mean, this is we basically have a regression failure. But so presumably, if we get this deployed, it will now fix the problem. Is that right? Yes. And it'll be good. Yes, we kind of, you were then mentioning also that we're kind of reverting to something. Will it break the improvements that we had made for mobile?
Yeah, well, it will not break. Like it is not like it's not gonna work anymore. But the sizes are like really high. So for example, if you are in an iPhone 5, the map is gonna be like this.
Much bigger than we would like. Okay, so I guess we've got this issue of distinguishing between when somebody happens to be viewing stuff on a mobile device versus when it's like an embedded in the iframe.
Yes.
Yeah, and I guess we've got this. This is the difficult thing. This is like we would love to have acceptance tests that when we had made the changes to the mobile thing, that it would have automatically alerted us that there was going to be a problem with the embedded map. But I think for some of those visual things, I don't know, maybe if we can even, it would be tricky, I think, to write a really good and robust acceptance test that checked that the embedded map was still working.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, and I think, I mean, since they've moved it off their front page, we should, you know, it's not like, oh no, we must fix it's broken in production. But yeah, it's one of those things here where I think we just kind of have to learn in retrospect. You were saying that an alternate fix for them would be to increase the size of the kind of, you know, the iframe on their site.
For example, if you go to Slack on local support, in our discussion, I just pasted a code pen with different height and width to the iframe, and it's displaying the map. So I thought, okay, maybe it's not a problem for us. Yeah, that's the only error, because you need to modify the CSS for display, and I don't know how to do it.
Yeah. but so I mean, I think you know, probably the burden falls on our side, because well, it could have been that we would say to them, oh, by the way, making some changes, you're going to need to change the size of your iframe. But I think part of the idea of the embedded map is that they can, you know, that like
they can have it in the size that they want.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, obviously, if there's some sort of strong reason why you can say, well, it needs to be at least this minimum size. But particularly, you know, the way that they had it set up. I mean, it's now gone. But you know, they kind of had it side by side. They're going to want to set it to be the size that's appropriate for their page. So yeah, if we can support that, and it sounds like, I mean, I've merged this in already. It sounds
okay, cool.
like
I will do the deploy.
Yeah. So let's get it out there, and then we can come back around on the mobile issue.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Sigo, I think, is asking, what is a regression failure?
So regression failure is sort of, you can talk about regression tests as basically it's all the other tests that you're not looking at the moment. So if you're working on a feature. And you might be test driving that, and you write some tests, and they're, you know, failing, and then you make them pass, and so on. If something that you've changed causes a knock-on effect, so that some other sets of tests fail, that is certainly, sometimes some developers they call that like a regression failure, to distinguish it from just the failure that you would expect to get in the functionality that, you know, before you developed it, and as you're evolving the existing functionality, that you know, errors that come up there, to distinguish, I think, from, you know, you talk about the regression test, the regression suite, which is pretty much, to my mind, all of the other things that can possibly go wrong, and sometimes do. And you know, it's a sort of ironic situation here where we, compared to some projects, have got quite a lot of regression tests and acceptance tests and so on, but we didn't manage to capture this one, and a bug got out into production. And it's tempting then to say, like, oh, we must make an acceptance test that it never happens again. Although probably in the short term, again, because the acceptance test is so difficult to make, you know, we kind of have to. I think we have to compromise there. Much as I don't like compromising, but yeah. I hope that answers the question. There is also a whole Wikipedia page on regression testing, and I think it's a bit of a word that's going out of fashion, because it was sort of, you know, like back in the day, like, let's have some tests, you know, to like catch these things. Whereas it's kind of like pre-TDD. This was like, oh yeah, we should make some tests to check all the other things that still work when we've made this change. So it's a little bit of an old school, I think, phrase, but there you go. All right. Well, that is our Scrum, and we're just about, 15 minutes. That's how we like to timebox these things. Look forward to seeing you folks all very soon. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Have a great day, everyone.
Mouse one.